entitled wife tried to embarrass me by flirting with another man and called me a mama's boy. But she regretted it instantly.
Now, I just said something about this the other day. Just the other day. About making big life decisions without your partner. But this one is almost just as bad as the pregnancy chick. So, in this scenario, dude gives his mom a substantial amount of money because she needed help. Single mom, apparently she's never asked for anything, etc., etc. Didn't talk to the wife. He is wrong for not talking to the wife about it. 100% wrong not talking to the wife about it. In most cases. But not in this one. Because a year before his mom asked for the money or whatever, and apparently she's never asked for money, her parents asked for money for repairs around their house. Now, we know how I feel about getting parents money. This is one of the main reasons why I don't agree with it off the top, because let's say parents A asks for $500 every single month. That's just what they ask for. But then parent B asks for $10,000 altogether. Now, you've been giving parent A $500 a month for 2 years. But parent B asked for $10,000. Granted, the second amount is more, but see the conundrum you come up with when you start giving parents money and all that other stuff, especially when you're married? But this gets even more interesting to me because, as it was implied to me, they want to do repairs around the house. Didn't sound like emergency repairs. Didn't sound like stuff that desperately needed to be done. What it sounded like is they were tired of looking at some old cabinets. That's what it sounded like to me. So it wasn't even pertinent. But he still helped. Then this dusty ass motherfucker had the audacity to tell this man that he's a mama's boy for helping his mama out, giving her money when she really needed it and has never asked for it. Then say his mom is probably a liar and has never asked for money. In that scenario, with her parents, it sounded like they asked for money on a frequent basis. And what makes it even worse is she did not talk to him about giving the money to the parents. She just went and did it. So I say this about when you're doing in partnership and relationship, don't start no shit you can't finish. And that is one of those things. Do not start nothing you can't finish. Don't bring up nothing you don't want to regret. Don't do none of that, because then you run into a scenario like this, like that dude who was cheating on his wife. She found out and said, this is the new scenario. I don't know the whole backstory about it. We just know that part. But yeah, that's one of these scenarios where you started something you couldn't finish. And then what makes this, now let me tell you why he's wrong. He should have never brought her on vacation for that, because that's like when you do certain like things like that. Now, if you really fucked up, you really fucked up. Like, I don't know, like you, I don't know, came in drunk and ran the car into the tree, Lord forbid. Or you know, something like that, then that's when you do makeup gifts. But scenarios like this, you don't do makeup gifts for scenarios like this, because y'all both did the same thing. She just had a problem with you doing it because you essentially were spending money on another woman. That's what this boils down to. Then what makes this even the matters worse is you go on vacation with your husband and you thought flirting with another man in his face was going to be the way to go about this? Oh, man. I'm going to tell you right now, he handled that situation better than I did, because she wouldn't have been following me. Should have been none of that. I would have smiled, said, hey, I'm going to go use the bathroom, come right back. Would have went back to the hotel room, packed all my stuff, got a taxi, and headed back home, and headed back on the same flight, on a flight. And by the time I would have got to the airport, I would have cut off any credit cards. Anything that I had of hers that was in my name that I paid for would have been cut completely off. And then what makes it even worse, she sounds like a housewife. It doesn't sound like they have kids. It doesn't sound like any of that. And so you telling this man how he should spend his money when he helped out the Stroh family, which makes this even crazier. The hypocrisy behind that is wild as fuck. I can help your parents out, but we can't help my parent out. Where do y'all... I gotta understand where y'all get off thinking y'all could dictate stuff like this. I gotta understand where y'all think y'all could dictate other people's money like this. Yes, you should still talk to your partner about stuff you should spend. But at the end of the day, if you didn't bring it in, now you really can't have no say or where it go or how it's spent out. Now, I could get it if he was out drinking every night and all that other stuff, but the man just helping out his mama. Just like you helped out your parents. And you had the audacity to do this in front of him, man, listen. By the time she would have realized what was going on, I would have had her stuff shipped to her parents, brand new house, refurbished house, and had my locks changed. And the divorce papers would have been on top of all that stuff. Because the ridiculousness in this is crazy. And it's just like, that brings me back to the other video. It's like, I don't understand how you broke motherfuckers think y'all so entitled to other men's money and what they do. But this is like a conventional thing that I see. Now, and I'm not going to put this all on women because I see this with men too. A lot of y'all like to get real comfortable with y'all partners and then y'all get real disrespectful like they need you. Especially when they taking care of you, like giving you money or you moving into their house or they allowance, whatever they're doing. They do a lot for you and y'all get real disrespectful and real ungrateful real quick. And then when they change up and you be like, okay, no issue, you gone. Then you want to be like, I'm joking, I'm playing, etc. and so forth. Nah, motherfucker, you was never joking. You was never playing. You was being manipulative and you thought you was manipulating this person. And this is why I tell people, control, power, all that's an illusion. It's an illusion of one's own ego. All you really have is leverage in the situation. Like this scenario here. She thought she was pretty. She thought she could do whatever she wanted. But that man is rich. He can have another her. He will have another her by the end of his flight. So this is a mindful thing. Be humble about the situation and scenarios you in, because they can change in a hot minute. And that's another thing too, to you women that like calling men's mama's boys. I'm gonna keep it a buck. 90% of y'all ain't got no right to do that. You know why? Because 90% of y'all getting abused by your mothers anyway. She take your money, she fuck up your credit, she make you charge, she charge you for watching her grandkids, she do all type of fuck shit, and y'all still go running back to her for help, need, and love, support, and all that other stuff. Ain't nothing more mama's boyish than the shit I've seen moms do to their daughters. At least most men can say they moms treat them like kings. Y'all moms be treating y'all like motherfucking Cinderella, the dirty stepchild that she just don't want to be bothered with. And y'all just never find your Prince Charming because you never put on a glass slip in your day in your damn life.